Hello and welcome back to a Pokemon Infinite Fusion Randomizer Nuzlocke. We're here with part 33. Last time, we got everything prepped, ready to go and fight Blaine. It is finally time for the gym. Now, clarify what we are going to be doing today in this gym, mostly for myself, but for everyone else that may have been confused because I did not do it last time, we did implement new gym rules. First of which, once we have entered the gym, we are not allowed to leave, which I think last time I immediately left because I rounded off an episode by just checking out a gym, which I said I wasn't going to do anymore. This time, we're just going straight in, and we're rolling with the team that we have, which is unchanged, by the way. It is the team that I said that I'd be bringing in last time. Maybe I should have leveled these Pokemon up a little bit, because I'm assuming Blaine is going to have Pokemon over level 50, considering we saw Giovanni pretty early on having some crazy high-level Pokemon, and we have not really trained up since. But we'll roll with that when we roll with that. We are still going to be doing set mode for important trainers. We're going to get to Blaine, turn on set mode, and that will be that. No healing in battle. Out of battle is A-okay. And this gym specifically has trainers that can be skipped if we answer questions correctly. So we are going to be going ahead and doing all of the trainers on the way through. Actually, while I'm thinking of that, I should probably be going and grabbing a couple of Hyper Potions or something so that we have things to actually heal with, because I don't know if we have any healing in our bag whatsoever. But we will go through, we will answer every question wrong to try and make it so that we can go ahead and battle all of the trainers on the way through, because obviously normal Nuzlocke rules do still apply as well. If we lose a Pokemon while we are inside of this gym, that Pokemon is going to be dead, and there is no leaving the gym to go and grab someone else to replace it so that we can still go through with 6. We will just be rolling through the rest of the gym with those 5 Pokemon if someone does happen to faint on the way through. Now, the one thing that could go really badly wrong here is if this gym is a Grass-type gym. If it's a Grass-type gym, suddenly we are in real trouble. Because this team right here, I mean, Grubbicus has X-Scissor. That's good. That's good. That's all we would have. That's actually all we would have. Lin isn't weak to grass. It does resist, but at the same time, it doesn't have much to hit it back. Whizzer, same situation. It resists, but it's a kind of frail Pokemon compared to some of the others at this time. And most importantly, Bleg would be super weak to it, and Bleg at the moment is kind of what I'm hoping can carry me through this gym. So, with that said, let's go ahead and enter, shall we? And let's see if we are in trouble or not. Yo, champ in the making, the hot-headed Blaine is it. Oh, okay. Oh, is a Ghost Pokemon Pro. I saw a G, and for a second there, I don't even have words. My brain kind of shorted. Ghost. Ghost. Why can't I think of any interaction our team has with Ghost? Better take some burn heals, douse his spirits with water. Why can't I think of any interaction at all? An XXX accuracy free. Who is good against Ghost? Grubbicus, neutral. Can't hit it with Force Palm, but whatever. Thunder is neutral. Skittles is neutral. Lin is neutral. Wait, really? Bleg is neutral. Whizzer is neutral. Our team is perfectly neutral in every single way to this type. On the one hand, that is really good, because we don't have any weaknesses, and it means that we could bring whoever we feel like into the final fight at the end, actually, because I'm assuming we'll only be able to bring in 4 or 5 Pokemon. I don't think it'll be 6. It'd be 4 or 5. I'm leaning more towards it probably being 5 at this point. But either way, the good news is no weakness. The bad news is nothing super effective for it. That is the bad news. And it means that if we ever want to swap into something when we're on set mode, something's going to take a neutral Ghost type hit, almost guaranteed. And that could also be scary. So this is still a moderately scary gym, but at least it's not grass, to be honest. Do we have anything TM-wise that would benefit us here against Ghost? We have, like, Dark Pulse. I don't think we have Dark Pulse. We have Shadow Claw. Grubbicus can't learn it. Grubbicus was the Pokemon I was going to give Shadow Claw right then. Bleg can learn Shadow Claw. Bleg. Superpower isn't going to be useful in this gym. We could give it Shadow Claw. I'm going to keep its moveset as is, though. Whizzer, however, I will give Shadow Claw, actually. I have not used Swords Dance a single time in I don't know how long, and this Pokemon's too frail to set up a Swords Dance consistently. So we're gonna go into this with somewhat of a plan, I guess. Is there any other move that I have, like, do we have a Dark-type move at all? No. Unless I was blind. Which is possible. It's very possible. No, we don't have any Dark-type TMs. Okay, alright, that's fine. Sure. We can give Lint Shadow Claw as well, I guess, because I don't think we're gonna care about... I mean, Psycho Cut is nice coverage, but we do have Zunder for Psychic-type moves, so I would rather have more options to get through this safely, with 2 of my Pokemon having Shadow Claw, and that adds a lot to our Pokemon's potential, actually. I'm going to put Bleg in front, because Bleg is our best Pokemon by far, and we are going to start answering questions wrong. A fusion between Charmander and Ponyta evolves at which level? The correct answer would be 16, because that's when Charmander would become Charmeleon, and it would become a Charmeleon-Ponyta fusion, so we are going to say does not evolve, so it's wrong, and we can fight the trainers. I don't know if we can fight the trainers without answering the question. We might be able to just click on them and skip the question entirely, but the question's kind of fun, so we'll do the question. Heck Ninja. Oh no. Oh no. Is this normal Ghost? Is it gonna have Wonder Guard? We wouldn't have anything to hit a normal Ghost type with Wonder Guard. It doesn't have Wonder Guard. Okay. That was nearly the end of the Nuzlocke. That would have been it. That would have been the Nuzlocke over. If that had just had the other ability, the Nuzlocke would have been over. That's actually wild. That's wild. Okay, alright, that's put some fear into me. That's the first Pokemon today, by the way. I hope everyone's ready to have a great time. Okay, alright. Gengar Gyarados? Gengar Zapdos? Which is scarier? I think Whizzer is pretty fine against either of those. With Shadow Claw, I'm gonna go into Whizzer. Ideally, it would be Gengar... I don't know. Oh, it's Ariados. Okay, well, I mean, that's also fine. Kind of a cool sprite. Absolutely horrifying for me to see, because I am afraid of spiders and have arachnophobia, but... If I didn't, it would be a cool sprite, I guess. Sadly, I do, though. What berry is that? Staff Berry sharply raised its defense. Okay, that should be fine. If it got like a berry to boost its special attack or something at low HP and then it whipped out a Shadow Ball from Gengar, that could have been very scary, but we're okay. And Mimilosion, kind of a cute name, which would be Ghost Fire because of Typhlosion. Ghost Fire, Skittles should be absolutely fine. Bleg would also be fine. Zunder would also be fine. We'll go into Zunder and Surf. Sure. We do have 20 Hyper Potions, so as long as we don't get all of our Pokemon absolutely annihilated every single time we fight, we should be able to heal up outside of battle and be fine. Kinda cool. Charm is fine. That's fine. We're a special attacker. Do you have a Disguise? Yep, that's the Disguise. Okay, that's fine. Get that out of the way. Flash, shouldn't do too much. Surf, gonna be nice and destructive. Hit one-shots, we're good to go. Okay, first battle down. We nearly lost the Nuzlocke to the very first Pokemon. If we had a Dark-type TM, that wouldn't be the issue. I'm double-checking that we don't have a Dark-type TM because that was very scary. We do not. We just don't. Man, I'm so afraid. Okay. We also don't have any of the other ways to, like, get around Wonder Guard with, like, Sandstorm or Toxic or Burn. We don't have, like, any status. Ideally, I would throw a Toxic Ball at it. Oh my god, I forgot I bought 150 Fusion Balls. So many. Okay. Yeah, not the best start. Not the best start. Honestly, things are looking bad from the get-go. Alright, let's keep answering these questions wrong. Which of these Pokemon is not a Steel type? Correct answer is, Nosepass, right? Nosepass is not a Steel type, so we're just gonna say Lucario. Wrong. Prepare to fight. Okay. With this being a Ghost-type gym, Ghost types aren't super common. So, oh, another little puppet Pokemon over there. Ghost types aren't super common, so I expect to see a couple of the same Pokemon in here, like Mimikyu. I don't know if there's any in particular that I would be afraid of. Maybe, like, Pumpkaboo Trevenant, because they're part grass, and I've already made this very clear. I am horrified of grass types. They are terrifying. They are the scariest Pokemon imaginable. I think I should be fine to just stay in here in Aqua Tail. Ideally, I would be able to Earthquake, but I'm pretty sure that is a Ghost Flying type, so we Aqua Tail and it should be fine. Calm. I'm curious how much damage this does with our attack halved. Pretty good. Pretty good damage, actually. Shadow Claw does decent damage, but we land our Aqua Tails. That's what we like to see. I could honestly see things going very wrong the second we start missing a move. If we need to land a Play Rough against like a Ghost Dark type, because that typing is only with Fairy, or we miss an Aqua Tail against like some kind of Ghost Fire, Ghost Ground, whatever type, that could be a tough situation. Volcarona, Honedge is Ghost, and Volcarona's primary typing was Bug? Thunder should be neutral to it in every way, though, so I'm just gonna go into Zunder, because I don't want to risk getting hit by, like, a Fire-type move from the Volcarona on Lint. I don't want to risk getting hit by a Steel-type move from the Honedge into Skittles. I'd rather just go ahead and just surf it down for neutral, probably. Yeah, neutral, because it is Bug primary. Okay. Absorb. Scary. Scary. Just put that Grass-type move away. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see any Grass-type moves in this gym, okay? I had my panic the second that I walked in here and saw a G at the start of the word. Okay? But when oh god, that sounds terrifying. Scrap whatever I was about to say. Kyurem Giratina? Kyurem Giratina. Kyurem Giratina, huh? Skittles should be our best swap-in by far, right? They shouldn't have any Steel-type moves between them. Earth Power on Giratina, maybe? Earth Power would be the scariest thing. I don't actually know if Kyurem is primary Ice or primary Dragon. I have no idea. Considering Zekrom... I don't actually know any of their type orders for Reshiram or Zekrom or Kyurem. I don't know any of their type orders. I'm gonna assume it is Dragon type, and I'm going to Moonblast it. I am afraid of Earth Power. The other option is going into Bleg, because Bleg should be neutral, but Bleg is also missing a little bit of HP. An Earthquake from Bleg would do a ton of damage. What is your special defense? 107. I mean, that's actually still considerable. Okay, yeah, I'm going into it. Okay, we should live with Earth Power, probably, right? Maybe. I hope it doesn't have Earth Power, ideally, but... there's the pressure. I'm going to Moonblast, and if this is neutral, then I have made a huge mistake, because Rock Tomb would have been way better to slow it down. If Moonblast is super effective, then I think it's the right play. I mean, Rock Tomb is neutral either way. We could Rock Tomb first to slow it down, because there is a chance it outspeeds us, and then we would want to Moonblast after anyway. This is a scary Pokemon to see just on, like, the second fight. This gym is scaring me a little bit, actually. I am kind of afraid. I'm Moonblasting. Ice Beam. That's fine. And Moonblast is super effective. I did have it right. It is Dragon first. Good. Ice Beam did 31 damage. Earth Power is the same base power. Earth Power should do double that and should only do 72 damage, even if he goes for it. So I think we're fine to just Moonblast. Slash. Or he can go for Slash. That's fine with me. That's completely fine. I am A-okay with that. Get this thing off my screen. It's scaring me. Get it away. Spoopy. Okay. Okay. First fight. Potential Nuzlocke ender. Second fight. Scary double legendary fusion. What's the third fight gonna have? A grass type, probably? Oh boy, I can't wait. Okay. I think that should be enough healing. Let's see. Question number 3. Which type is super effective against a fire grass Pokemon? The correct answer would be rock, so we are just going to go ahead and say water. Cool. I just like using fire Pokemon. I sure hope you have fire types, because to be honest, they're one of the types I deal with okay. Yagia. Shadow Lugia, kind of. Not quite, but cool. It's cool. It's a very cool Pokemon. You are Psych... No, you are Ghost Flying. It shouldn't have anything super effective for me, and as long as it's not super effective against Bleg, I'm confident that Bleg can win. So I'm just gonna Aqua Tail. Mean look, Bleg can no longer escape. What berry is that? Pasho berry. Interesting. It didn't hit it super effective, but I guess that berry activates anyway. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever used a Pasho berry. Crazy, I know. I'm just gonna Aqua Tail again, because we can't get out anyway. Guard Split. That probably benefits me. I probably gained defenses from that, so I appreciate it, Lugia, to be honest. I do. And there it goes. Okay. Another legendary in the third fight, though. It wasn't the scariest of all time, but it... Honestly, the thing that worried me the most there is our Aqua Tail PP is depleting. We have... Do we have no PP restoring things? Okay. Hold on. We're taking Bleg out of the front. I'm gonna put Lint in front, because it's the lowest level, and I like having the lowest level in front to get XP, although... silly time to do it in the middle of a scary gym, but we're gonna do it anyway. And let's try and preserve PP on Azumarill a bit, I guess. Question number 4. A fusion with Oddish as the body and Rhyhorn as the head. Okay, I'm gonna reword this. A fusion with Rhyhorn as the head and Oddish as the body would have which typing? I'm pretty sure Rhyhorn's typing is ground, then rock. The head is primary. So the correct answer is ground poison. So as long as I don't click ground poison, we're fine. And the furthest thing away from ground poison is rock grass. There's no way that Oddish being grass is correct in this, so we can get it wrong by going with this. Cool. Sometimes it's actually more challenging to get things wrong, so you actually have to get it right first and then think backwards. Like, I probably could have just clicked the first option in all of these and just gotten, like, most of them wrong, but, that's no fun. That's a cool Empoleon. Also, what does he see? I'm kind of scared. I shouldn't be, we're neutral, but I'm kind of scared. We are fine to Shadow Claw. This is Ghost Steel, I think? Typing. Very cool typing. Kind of got bladed, like, ghost puppet arms. I like it, actually. I do like the Pokemon. This is the sort of thing you would see as a killer in a horror movie for sure. I don't think it should have anything for us. I'm just Shadow Clawing. I can't think of anything it would have for us. Also, it's only level 36. What happened? Wasn't there, like, a level 45 Lugia on my screen, like, 2 seconds ago? Haunter. Just a Haunter? I'm gonna stay in. Ooh. Ooh. Now that is cool. That's just Haunter with Haunter. Double the haunting. Okay. I'll be honest, that's really cool. It's like, there is some detailed pixelation in that sprite. That is one of the most surprisingly detailed sprites that we may have seen in this entire run. Like, Lint compared to it, don't get me wrong, Lint's cool. But in comparison, the level of detail is insane between these two. That Haunter is wild. I think I should still be good just to Shadow Claw. Sucker Punch, that's fine. That's resisted. We don't care about that. Kinda wish I had that. I would love to have a Dark-type move so that we don't get annihilated by Kecleon Shedinjas in the future, but I didn't realize that was going to be a concern I was going to have when I started off this episode today. And then Gaspheon, which is Leafeon. Ghastly Leafeon. We should be fine staying against this, though, right? I don't think we need to swap. It'd be Ghost Grass. Wizard would also be fine, but I think Lynn can deal with this with just Shadow Claw. It kind of has a butt mouth. That's all I have to say about it. That's all. That's my entire opinion of the Pokemon. We do get flinched, which activates Steadfast. That's also something that doesn't happen very often. Living at 1 HP. Was that a Focus Sash, or did it just live at 1 HP? It just lived at 1 HP, okay. Leafeon does have pretty good physical defense. And thankfully, not too many Grass-type moves in its level-up moveset, so that's fine. Thought that would be a problem against Lint anyway, but just something to keep in mind. Do I heal, like, the 2 damage that Lint took? I'm going to. I'm gonna heal everyone to full as much as possible. I think this might be... Is this the last one? No, this is not the last trainer. There is one more. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but we'll see. Let's continue. How many types are not very effective against Fire-type Pokemon? It's definitely not free, so we could get it wrong by clicking free, but I also kind of want to go through the question. Fire on Fire. Steel. Bug. Grass. Fairy. Ice. There's 6, so any of these first 3 are wrong, so 6 would have to be correct, because I'm assuming they put a correct answer in here, unless they didn't account for fairy types at the time, but I'm pretty sure 6. Fire has a lot more resistances than you would expect. I always think of Fire as one of the more offensive types in Pokemon. Like, I think of it as, like, the type that you use when you want to deal damage, not when you want to take a hit. Defensive Fire types, it's actually kind of great. This is Duskull Cleffa. I like that fight. That fight was great. That was wonderful. If we could have another fight like that, that'd be just perfect. Just swell, okay? Can we have another one? Which TM contains the move Tombstoner? Well, Tombstoner is, in fact, not a TM. I think this was also the question last time I played through Pokemon Infinite Fusion many years ago, and I don't think it's become a move since then, unless the DLC brought it out very recently, but I did play through the DLC, and I don't think that was any of the new ones, so... I think we're fine to just go ahead and click TM28, which would normally be Dig, or TM36, which would be, like, Sludge Bomb or whatever, so I think we're fine to just say TM28 and get it wrong. Fire is weak against H2O. It sure is, but you probably aren't using Fire types, buddy. I'd love to be wrong. Please, send out your Fire type. This is Xatu Honedge, which is Psychic Ghost. It doesn't have a sprite, which is weird. This has been happening a lot more lately, even though there hasn't been any update. Unless they're being added, like, live without me having to update, which might be the case. I might just have to re-randomize again at some point, but either way, if it's Ghost and Psychic, Shadow Claw should annihilate it. Our special defense isn't the greatest, so Psychic will hurt if it outspeeds, but let's see. Be outspeed, and that should be it. Okay. Get this non-custom sprite off my screen. I don't want to see that. Dig Tom. Well, we're swapping out. Diglett Rotom, so Ground and Ghost. Grubbicus can fight that just fine. Grubbicus finally gets to come out here. I don't know who I'm going to take into the gym. Why is he crying so much? That's so many tears from those tiny little beady eyes. So many tears. Dig. That It's a Dig Tom. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. And Leaf Blade again. This shouldn't do too much. Yep. And Leaf Blade, Choice Banded Leaf Blade, by the way, is easily going to KO the Dig Tom. And I think with that, we have placed ourselves right before the gym leader. It actually took us a decent amount of time just to get through the trainers, which I'm honestly not that surprised by, because I take my time with things and I make sure that my Pokemon don't die most of the time. Most of the time, because, Genesect Metagross. So still so sad. Okay. Okay. Is there any final preparation I would like to make? You have a Shell Bell. Not the best move, but it's okay. You have an Odd Incense, which I think is the best thing we could put on you because your item choices were trash. You have a Hardstone because of the same reasoning. You have a Muscle Band, which is fine because you hitting harder is crazy. You have a Choice Band, which is good because you're kind of frail. I mean, to be fair, it's tankier than Whizzer. And I consider this to be my most frail Pokemon, but Whizzer is actually my most frail Pokemon, huh? But Whizzer does have Shadow Claw. And it is decently fast. Okay. Okay, let's see how many Pokemon I can take in, shall we? Alright, Blaine. I am Blaine. I am the leader of Cinnabar Gym. My ghost Pokemon will incinerate all challenges. You better have Burn Heal. I'll allow 4 Pokemon for this fight. So choose wisely. Plague. That's it. That's all I need. No, okay. Alright, Lyn, I liked. Lyn was good. Who else was the most useful Pokemon? Who did I bring out the most times? I didn't really swap too much. Skittles is big fat defensive Pokemon that I do think has a very good shot in this gym, and I could see it being very useful because it's tanky. I can actually swap into it if something gets put in a bad situation. Also, I have not turned on set mode. Hold on. Wait. I nearly messed up. I was close. I nearly forgot again. I don't do it intentionally. I nearly messed up. Where is it? There it is. Set mode. Quick Surf. Level caps? I should turn that on. I don't think I'm getting near the level cap anyway, but still, I should turn that on. Also, Quick Surf is cool. Look. Oh, not right now. Not right now. We're deciding on Pokemon to take into the gym. Focus. Focus. Okay, set mode is on. We're not healing in the fight, obviously. Bleg is our lead. Lint is coming. I think I've convinced myself on Skittles. And then am I taking Whizzer as well? We would still have Water-type coverage from Bleg, even if we don't take Zunder. And Water-type coverage isn't the most useful against Ghost types. Grubicus is just there to use Leaf Blade. That's it. It would only be useful if Leaf Blade is useful, basically. And I don't think that's super necessary. I think Whizzer with Shadow Claw makes more sense. The only issue with Whizzer is very frail. And I don't love how frail Whizzer is if I want to swap in against something and then Shadow Claw, and I could see that being a problem, but I think this is what we're doing. It's not ideal, but I think that's the team that's going to give us the best chance of getting through this. Let's see if I regret my decision, shall we? Alright, Blaine. Let's see how this goes. I am slightly worried because the first half of this gym was scary, the second half wasn't. Let's see which half we're going with. Oregon. Social media. Oh no. The enemy. What do we have? We have Discord, Reddit, YouTube, and Spotify. Okay. I use YouTube. Are we fine to Earthquake? Ideally, I would like to Earthquake because Earthquake cannot miss. There is no risk of Grass-type moves at the very least. I don't think either of these Pokemon would have Levitate. It literally had Download. I'm doing the thing again where I'm overthinking. It had Download. We're just clicking Earthquake. I got very distracted by the social media apps. I know, crazy. It happens to everyone. But we can Earthquake. We outspeed. That's really good. Cofagrigus is very defensive though. Okay, Signal Beam. That's fine. That's fine. Used a full restore. Okay. I'm glad that's out of the way on this, because it could be used against something way scarier, so that's fine. And we take it out just fine. Okay, good job, Bleg. We love Bleg here. Bleg is great. Bleg is OP, I know. Delicious, nutritious XP. Giratina Bellsprout. The worst part about this is scary to me. I don't know if we outspeed. If we outspeed an Earthquake, it's a Ghost Poison type mixed with a Bellsprout, I'm pretty sure we KO. However, it's level 51. Oh my god. Giratina isn't fast. Bellsprout isn't fast. Giratina's moveset is actually scary. Unironically, Giratina is a scary Pokemon. Okay, Bellsprout jokes aside, and its appearance aside, Giratina, with its, like, level up moveset, it's like Dragon Claw, Shadow Claw, Aura Sphere, Earth Power. Okay? That's a really good move coverage set. I don't know how Bellsprout interacts with that, because, shocker, I don't know what a level 51 Bellsprout would have. I know. Shame on me. But unironically, Aura Sphere destroys these two Pokemon, Earth Power destroys skills. I do think Earthquaking is probably our best bet, but Bellsprout is a Grass type, and it can learn Grass type moves. If we get outsped on this Earthquake, or for whatever reason it lives with whatever shenanigans, if it has a berry to reduce ground type moves, if it has a focus sash or a focus band, if there's any world where this Earthquake does not KO, we are going to lose Bleg. And I will cry. Oh my god, it outsped me. That was scary. That was really scary. That could have been it. That could have been it. Again, I don't know what level up moves Bellsprout has, but I would assume it gets like Mega Drain, Razor Leaf, Vine Whip. I don't know. It gets a Grass type move somewhere in there. I just don't know what level it would still have Grass type moves at. That could have been the end of Bleg to a Bellsprout. I don't have the heart for this. I don't have the heart for this. Anyway, Dusclops, Venomoth. A lot less scary. Ghost Bug? Poison Primary? Venomoth Poison Primary or Bug Primary? I don't actually know. I don't have a clue. Because if it's Bug, I do think that Skittles is probably the better swap-in to go for, like, Rock Tomb and stuff. However, if it's Poison, then I'd want to be in with Lyn, and I'd want to just Shadow Claw it, because Rock-type moves wouldn't be super effective. I'm going to go into Lyn, because it's more consistent. You know, I know Shadow Claw is going to be super effective. Us. That's annoying. That's about all it is. Well, actually, it's not about all it is. That's kind of scary. If it hits me for a hard-hitting move, and then I lose quarter of my HP to Curse, that would suck. I still think Shadow Claw is the best play rather than swapping out and getting something else cursed. Especially because it's still in green HP, so it's got... If it goes for Curse again, it's going to live at 1 HP. We could also swap in Wizard, which Wizard should outspeed this. I would assume. Do we swap into Wizard? I would like to keep the rest of my team as healthy as possible for in case the last Pokemon is something really scary. But also, what if it ends up being a Duskull Cleffa? You know, it's all of the cards, basically. I'm going to go into Wizard. If it curses again, that's fine. Hex. I mean... Lyn probably would have been fine, but that is actually still scary. Do we outspeed? We do outspeed. Shadow Claw hits. Shadow Claw doesn't KO. We should be fine to finish it because we outsped. No speed tie shenanigans, please. And no Shadow Sneak shenanigans. We outspeed, we take out Duskmoth. Okay. Okay, I really can't believe that Shadow Claw didn't kill. Once again, Wizard isn't what it was once. And Bastiodon Aegislash is the final Pokemon. I regret having Skittles on my team right now because Skittles is not coming in against a double Steel type fusion. It's just not. In fact, this is absolutely terrifying. The worst part is I don't think it's a Steel type. I'm pretty sure this is Rock Ghost. Which means Earthquake will annihilate it with Bleg if we can get Bleg in safely. But I don't know if we can get Bleg in safely. I'm going to start by going into Lint. It can have moves that are scary for us, for sure. I'm assuming it can have, like, Sacred Sword and stuff. But I'm going to go into Lint anyway. Because Wizard can't take a hit. Endure. That's what I like to see. That's good. That's good. I'm going to Shadow Claw. Endure. That's fine. As long as there's no, like, Metal Burst shenanigans. That was a crit. Thing is a tank. It's also... It could have stance change. Right? We worked that out at some point, I think. Yep, there's that. We are so lucky. It went for Metal Burst and outsped us. So it changed into Sword form, lowered its defenses, and then Metal Bursted. If it had been slower and it had its defenses up, we had Shadow Clawed, and then it had Metal Bursted, we would have lost Lin. There was some luck shenanigans at play during this gym. This gym could have went badly at so many turns. It really could have. We get TM63 Embargo / Fire Blast, which is not going to be either of those things. It's going to be a Ghost type TM, which is... I don't think we had Shadow Ball before. We had Shadow Claw. I don't think we had Shadow Ball, because I don't remember selecting it for any of my Pokemon. And I feel like I would have probably put it on Zunder. Maybe I wouldn't, but I might have. I don't think we had it, though, right? I don't think we had Shadow Ball before. I might have even put Shadow Ball on Wizard if we had it, right? Because Wizard's got better special attack anyway. But I feel like I would do this. Shadow Claw is nice on Lin. Shadow Ball is nice on Wizard. Okay, cool, cool. Either way, we make it through the gym. We are not done yet, though. There is another gym immediately after this, because we have to go to Viridian City and do the Viridian Gym next against good old Giovanni, I think? Or it's our rival. I don't remember which is in Infinite Fusion, but either way, we have to go and fight one of those two. I think it's Giovanni. He will probably have Pokemon over level 50 guaranteed, so I will probably train my team up to at least 50. I think I'm going to put this boy on the team instead of someone. And I honestly think it's going to be instead of Wizard, which is crazy to say. It is. Wizard was somewhat useful there, but it's just not that tanky anymore. It's not hitting super hard. Its speed is about the only thing that it has going for it, and speed isn't the most useful thing. So I think I'm going to take Clog, which... but I call it that, to be honest. We're going to take Clog. In terms of typing, we still have an electric type, although we don't have Thunderbolt, annoyingly. And we do still have a steel type. We also have steel type moves on Skittles, so this gives us a slightly different typing. A really good Pokemon, like crazy good Pokemon. This thing is going to have just wild stats. And Sword Mode, Blade Mode, which might screw me over, but that's part of the fun. So I'm going to get this team, I think, trained up to level 50 for the gym next episode, where we will have a similar encounter. I'm also going to turn off set mode before I forget. I guess I'll turn on level cap on the off chance that 50 is higher than his level, which it isn't. It just isn't, right? Because Blaine had a 51, which I think was his highest, unless I wasn't paying attention and one was higher. Regardless, we make it through another gym challenge, we should be good to go ahead and take on the Viridian Gym next time. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado,